Flight Standards Service, also known as AFS, is part of the Aviation Safety Organization within the Federal Aviation Administration. AFS promotes system safety by administering regulations and standards for airmen, air carriers, and air agencies in certification, surveillance, inspection, and investigation. Flight Standards Service is divided into 8 regions across the U.S. that implement policy. These regions are similar in many ways, but each region has its own distinct characteristics. Flight Standards Eastern Regional Manager Larry Fields has served in the Eastern Region for 24 years and was named Manager, Flight Standards Division Eastern Region in November of 2003.
The Eastern Region is made up of 14 different states. They include Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, Massachusetts, North Carolina, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, and the District of Columbia. Our international responsibilities include Europe, Middle East, Africa, and portions of Canada. The Eastern Region has 23 field offices, and that includes the U.S. Airways Certificate Management Office, the Boston Aircraft Evaluation Group, and 2 international field offices, one in Frankfurt and one in London. We have 12 Part 121 operators and 354 Part 135 operators. Some of the larger 121 operators would be JetBlue, U.S. Airways, and Atlas Air. We have 1,129 repair stations located throughout the domestic and international locations of the Eastern Region. We have 27 aviation maintenance technician schools. We have 11 training centers and 106 pilot schools. The Eastern Region Flight Standards Division has 725 employees that are dedicated to aviation safety. And in the regional office, we have approximately 55 employees that support the field. The Eastern Region is made up of an array of different airports, from small general aviation to large metropolitan airports. And some of the largest airports are JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Boston Logan, Washington Dulles, Reagan National, Baltimore, Charlotte, and Philadelphia. The Eastern Region has 237 general aviation airports, with Teterboro having the most operations. What's unique about the Eastern Region is we actually spread across 4 different regions: Eastern, New England, Southern, and Western Pacific. And what that involves is, whether it be a safety-related issue, an issue with a facility, or something else that involves our type of work, might involve myself and my staff to interact with not only the regional administrators of those regions, but other lines of businesses that support us in doing our safety-related work. The Eastern Region is a lead for the National Environmental Protection Agency issues for flight standards. So what that means is when there's an issue from a headquarters perspective around National Environmental Protection Agency issues, the Eastern Region will be asked to support headquarters, and that can mean guidance material or even supporting other regions around environmental issues. Another program would be the national lead with the safety assessment of foreign aircraft reporting. When our U.S. carriers flying throughout Europe, they might get ramp checked by a foreign authority, of which then a SAFA report would be filed and it would be submitted through us for appropriate handling and action.
Thomas Winston joined the FAA in 1976 after a distinguished military career. Thomas has over 42 years of aviation experience and joined the Flight Standards Division in 1984. He was selected as the Flight Standards Southern Region Manager in 2010.
The Southern Region is comprised of Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Florida, the Virgin Islands, the Caribbean, and Puerto Rico. Currently, our international responsibilities are South America, the Caribbean, and Central America. We have 3 CMOs, Delta, AirTran, and South Florida CMO. We have 4 FSDOs, and we have the International Field Office and the FAST team located in our Miami Miramar facility. We have 18 Part 121 operators, Delta being the largest. Next to that is AirTran, and we also have Atlantic Southeast Southern Region currently has 782 repair stations and 180 training facilities. 108 of those are Part 141 pilot schools, 51 are Part 142 training centers, and 21 are Part 147 aviation maintenance technician schools. We currently have 58 employees in the regional office. We have 670 employees in the field for a total of 728 employees. We have Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, which is the world's busiest airport. We have Miami International Airport, Orlando Sanford Airport, and we have Luis Munoz Marin International Airport in Puerto Rico. Southern Region has 416 public use airports, and of those, 57 are Part 139 certified. Southern Region is really unique. We have a lot going on. We have the world's busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson, which has set many records for over 80,000 flights per month. We also host Sun and Fun, which gives the FAA an opportunity to interface with general aviation pilots and provide safety information. And in addition, we train over 20% of the world's pilots. I feel that my 40 years in aviation has prepared me for what I'm doing today. My primary job as a division manager for Southern Region is to ensure that any person who flies on an airplane can reach their destination safely. I think in leading Southern Region with this experience will help the FAA accomplish its mission.
The Flight Standards Service Regional Divisions, one of the many ways we help create a safer air transportation system.